What's going on YouTube? It's your boy GZTV. Sorry if I look a little fucked up. I slept a decent amount. I slept in a decent amount, but we have the movie True Lies, a 1994 kind of action comedy featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger. We also have Jamie Lee Curtis. What's the girl? Tia Tamara? Is that what her name is? I can't think of who the girl is. Tia Carrere. Yeah, that's who it is. Some pretty decent. I mean, we're pretty damn good cast in this movie. You know, we obviously know Jamie Lee Curtis from like the Halloween franchise. We know Schwarzenegger from like Last Action Hero, which I still have to watch that movie. You know, he had the Terminator films, he had Predator, he had all sorts of movies. I think he was in Total Recall as well. But we have the plot and the critic reception, and then we're going to talk about The Walking Dead. Then actually, I'm going to go get some lunch. Probably watch The Walking Dead because the season opener is like an hour long. I'll probably start on the movie we're supposed to be watching for tomorrow's video. I'm not sure what that movie is going to be. I still have to figure that out. I gotta go to work and shit. Kind of sucks, you know. It takes a lot out of the day, but at least we're getting our content out. That's one thing. So let's go. Harry Tasker leads a double life. To his legal secretary wife Helen and his rebellious daughter Dana, he is a boring computer salesman, often away on business trips, while in actuality, he is a secret agent for Omega Sector, a top secret U.S. counterterrorism agency. Is the Omega Sector an actual thing? It might be. It's probably a fake thing. It's probably like a fake version of, I don't even know, man. I don't know. It's Never heard of that. Harry, along with his teammates Albert, Gibson, and Faisal, infiltrate a party in Switzerland hosted by billionaire Jamal Khaled or something like that, where Harry meets beautiful art dealer Juno Skinner, who's played by Tia. Um, yeah, she's fucking hot. I mean, there's some pretty good looking women in this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis looked pretty good in this time, honestly. She looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how old she was at the time the film was made, but yeah. Eventually, they learn that Juno is not only Khalid's art dealer, but that she is being paid by an Islamic terrorist group called Crimson Jihad, led by Salim Abu Aziz. So, yeah. She's not really a good person. She may seem charming, but that's like part of the gig, you know, to look good for men and try to thwart them into buying into their business and making them money. So yeah, Harry visits her undercover as a potential buyer to learn more. Like she kind of knows him. She's like, okay, like we met at this party. I think she knows that he's like the secret agent guy. I'm not really sure though. Leading Aziz and his men to attempt to kill him. She like calls them in because he's like suspicious. You know, I think she knows he's a part of like this counterterrorism agency. Um, Harry fights them off but loses Aziz in pursuit, and pretty much the whole point of this film is to kill Aziz. He's like the leader of the Crimson Jihad, that's like the mission, you know, that sort of thing. Um, as a result, he misses the birthday party that Helen and Dana had planned for him, so not only is he kind of missing out on his family life, it kind of has like this Breaking Bad aspect to it because like you know, his family thinks he's like this innocent man that's just like a salesperson. He has like a double life, you know. With Walter White, oh, he's just like an English teacher. He goes to the car wash and works there every so often. But no, he's actually like a meth cook, right? Um, yeah, it's kind of like that. And like once he misses the birthday party, it's kind of like when Walter White misses. I don't know, when he just stops coming home and he was like gone for a long time. That's kind of what this is like. And they're starting to get suspicious that something's going on. He never really misses the birthday parties that much. Harry goes to Helen's office the next day to smooth matters over and surprise her for lunch, but overhears her making secret arrangements to meet a man named Simon. So they're both living a double life. He learns that Helen has been cheating with she's having an affair with this Simon guy. He's like a used car dealer. Um, or used car salesman, not a dealer, sorry. You know. Suspecting Helen is having an affair, he uses Omega Sector resources to learn that Simon is a used car salesman who pretends to be a covert agent to flirt with women. He's living a double life as too. Like living a double life too. Like everyone involved in this film is damn near living a double life. They have something to hide. I mean, that's kind of like a social commentary. I feel like everyone has something to hide. But yeah, they're kind of like getting on him because they're like, why are you using your spy stuff to try to get after your wife? Isn't that kind of illegal? In disguise, Harry and other Omega agents kidnap Helen and Simon. After terrifying Simon into keeping away from Helen, Harry and Gib interrogate Helen using a voice masking device and learn that she is desperately seeking adventure because of Harry's constant absences. He's always away from the home, he's always with the agency, he can't get home, he can't really be a family man that they want him to. He's always out on sales, right? Harry thus arranges for Helen to participate in a staged spy mission where she is to seduce a mysterious figure who is actually Harry himself, right? You know, implant a bug in his hotel room. Yeah. To, like, keep the deal up and to, like, oh, yeah. Like, they're, like, threatening to tell Harry about this. Harry pretends he doesn't know about it, right? Aziz's men suddenly burst in, kidnap the couple, and take them to an island in the Florida Keys. Quite a bit actually happens in this movie. There are some pretty dope action sequences. I mean, if you want my opinion on this movie, I think it's a great movie, honestly. On the island, Harry's suspicions about Juno are confirmed. Crimson Jihad paid her to help them smuggle her stolen MIRV nuclear warheads. Smuggle 4 stolen MIRV nuclear warheads into the country by hiding them in priceless antique statues. Aziz demands that the United States remove all U.S. military forces from the Persian Gulf forever, or else he will detonate a warhead each week in a major U.S. city. It's like this operation, codenamed something. He also says he will detonate one warhead on the uninhabited high island to demonstrate that Crimson Jihad is a nuclear power. They have all these bombs, they have all these nukes and stuff they can hit people with. Yeah, they're nothing to play with, and he's like trying to make it known, he's trying to kind of intimidate them. Yeah. Before he and Helen are tortured, Harry is administered a truth serum and confesses his double life to Helen. So this is like the first time Helen's kind of learning about this. Obviously, she freaks the fuck out. Like, why are you lying to me? Then again, Harry can kind of say the same thing about Helen. Why are you cheating on me? You're lying to me as well, right? Let's see. They escape to watch as one warhead is set to explode in 90 minutes, and the others are loaded onto vehicles to be taken into the U.S. via the overseas highway, thus bypassing U.S. customs. Which is kind of weird. I didn't know something like that existed. That's weird. So they realize like they kind of got to band together to kind of stop this terrorist group from carrying out their acts. They realize this. They're like, oh shit, we need to get together here. We can't just like let them win. Harry and Helen get separated in the ensuing melee where Harry kills most of the terrorists, but Aziz gets away with one of the warheads. So they're still set to kind of bomb the city. You know, their plan hasn't gone all the way to shit. You know. Helen is caught by Juno and taken in a limousine following the convoy. So they have a bunch of bombs in these trucks. They have a bunch of bombs in the trucks. They're taking them to the United States. Helen's in like this private limousine with Juno and a driver. Gib and other Omega agents pick up Harry, and they use 2 Marine Harrier jump jets to intercept the convoy by destroying part of the 7 Mile Bridge. I don't remember where the 7 Mile Bridge is. Oh, it's the fat ass bridge like on the river. I think I might have been on this bridge. I'm not gonna lie to you. Harry rescues Helen from Juno's limo before it goes off the highway and lands in the water, which kills Juno instantly. Of course, you're fucking falling into flames, you're falling into water, your vehicle's crashing, you're gonna die from that. The warhead left on the island detonates in front of the public without killing anyone, so that's good, obviously. The Crimson Jihad is all kind of going to shit here for them. Gib tells Harry that Aziz and his men are holding Dana hostage in a downtown Miami skyscraper and are threatening to detonate their last warhead to kill her. So now his daughter's on the line. Now they are getting personal. Now they're getting into his family, someone that wasn't even involved in anything, and they're planning on blowing the building up that she's in. So yeah, you think the conflict is over, you think they've stopped it, but it just keeps piling on, which is what's great about some of the older action movies. Harry commandeers one of the Harriers to rescue his daughter. Faisal gets into the building by posing as part of a news team requested by Aziz, which is fucking stupid. I don't know why they believed for a second. Why'd they have a news group in the building? I mean, before they were just recording, having someone record, and why didn't they just keep doing that? They made a mistake by hiring a news team. That was pretty dumb. When Faisal kills several of Aziz's men, Dana steals the missile control key and flees to the building's roof, eventually climbing a tower crane and threatening to drop the key to the street. So they won't be able to find it, it'll get crushed by the cars, yeah. Aziz pursues and nearly catches her before Harry arrives. Harry rescues a shocked Dana, and after a tense struggle with Aziz, he eventually has him ensnared on the end of one of the plane's missiles, which Harry fires at a terrorist helicopter, killing Aziz and the remnants of Crimson Jihad. So now we can officially say the conflict has kind of died down, it's kind of over, the resolution has been found. Harry, Helen, and Dana are then safely reunited. A year later, Harry and Helen are working together as Omega agents. Pretty cool full circle moment, like they end up actually working in the agency together. He gets her a job there because of how impressive she was. I mean, I think one of the dopest scenes was the Uzi dropping down the stairs and like shooting. That was probably one of the dopest action films or action scenes I've ever seen. That was so sick. That whole sequence. While on a mission at a former party, they encounter Simon, working as a waiter and pretending to be a spy as before. He runs away in fear after they reveal themselves and threaten to kill him. They dance a passionate tango while waiting for their contact, and with Gibb pleading with them to take their work seriously. So obviously the big thing is like the tango. You know, he did it at the beginning with Juno Skinner. Now he's doing it with his wife. So yeah, let's get into kind of the critical reception of this film, and then we'll be done. Well, let's talk about Rotten Tomatoes. 70%, 53 reviews, 6.6 out of 10. I mean, I guess it's an average. That's a pretty solid average. If it doesn't reach the heights of director James Cameron's and star Arnold Schwarzenegger's previous collaborations, True Lies still packs enough action and humor into its sometimes absurd plot to entertain. Let's see. 6.3 out of 10 on Metacritic with 17 critics. Generally favorable. It's got an A on Cinema Score. 3 out of 4 by Roger Ebert, very iconic reviewer. It's stuff like that we go to Arnold Schwarzenegger movies for, and True Lies has a lot of it. Laugh out loud moments when the violence is so cartoonish, we don't take it seriously, and yet are amazed at its inventiveness and audacity. The plot's perfunctory, but I mean, the film's stunts and special effects are pretty dope. Middle Easterners, the treatment of female characters, kind of got some criticism for that. The plot line of the hero character, Schwarzenegger, using his agency's resources to stalk and frighten his wife. It's kind of cruel. It's kind of misogynistic. There are definitely some controversial things in this movie. Taking it individually, the cruder and childish things about this film, its determination to use caricatured, unshaven Arabs as terrorists, the pleasure it takes in continually mortifying a weaselly used car salesman, Bill Paxton, is in the most personal ways might be overlooked, but added together they leave a sour taste. I guess so. Some Arabs and Muslims perceive the film as conveying strong anti-Arab or anti-Muslim prejudice, with some Arab-American advocacy groups calling for its banning in Arab countries, which it probably should be. The film's a masterpiece of cinematic fun. The collaboration between the director and its main character deserves a gold medal. True Lies is the strange case of a film that's alternatively retrograde, forward-looking, and thoroughly of its time. For better or worse, it's a marker of how the Hollywood action blockbuster had advanced in 1994, as well as a commentary, intended or not, on the troubled state of American masculinity, marital relationships, and lingering racial attitudes. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. We got to talk about The Walking Dead up next. Then I'm probably going to go get some lunch, probably go watch The Walking Dead, watch a movie, or something like that. Yeah, if you guys want, you can watch England and Romania right now on GZTV Live on Twitch, and come back and watch these videos later. These are live streamed events. I'm pretty sure the VODs are on, so if you want to go back and watch some of the games, you feel free to do so. We have England and Romania. We have Austria, Sweden. Today we also have France, Wales, and then Czech Republic against Australia. So those are kind of our lineup for today. I don't know how many games I'm going to get done before I go to work. At most 3. I don't think I'm going to get all 4 done. We might just have a prime time game